Hello, and welcome to your first ever Written in the Stars monthly tarot forecast. My name is Madeline Joan, and I've been reading tarot and doing astrology for a little more than 20 years. You can check out more about me in my About video, but I want to thank you. I really appreciate you tuning in to your first ever tarot forecast, and I hope you find your reading empowering, evocative, and resonant. I'm a very informal reader, so you will probably hear some cuss words. You may see a cat cross over the spread. My apologies if you do. But as long as I've been doing readings, this is my very first time doing one on YouTube. So hi, and I'm super excited to meet you, and I hope that you enjoy this. And without further ado, on to your reading. Hi Leo! Thank you for tuning in to your August 2016 I can't talk. 2016 tarot forecast. Oh, what's going on for you, Leo? A lot of y'all having a birthday. Happy birthday. I won't sing the song, I don't want to get sued, but happy birthday. Okay, what's up in August 2016 for Leo? It's interesting. It's kind of it's that back to school time of year, and this is making me think like all kinds of, you're like going back to school. Some of y'all literally, but some of us figuratively. Okay. Sorry, let me migrate real quick so I can see everything. You'll figure this out as I go on with these readings if you continue to follow me, to which I hope you do. That I do not read quote-unquote reverse cards like this, cards that are upside down, arbitrarily as negative or as opposite, or as quote-unquote reversed even. I read intuitively, so if I'm feeling that the card is some shadow aspect or some opposition or perversion of the real, of the original meaning, then I will share that, but I do not read reversed as strictly negative. Okay, on with the show. Okay, Leo. Wow. Okay. I don't do that on purpose. I don't do that to taunt you. Okay. I'm just finding some very interesting patterns here. Okay, so it's time to, you need to focus, Leo. You're a natural performer. You're a naturally very outwardly directed person. Even the most introverted Leo feels the need to sort of perform for people in a way to, even if it's just always having a smile on their face and kind of always having a positive attitude. And I'm not asking you to put a frown on your face or to, flip the bird to everybody who comes in your direction. But it definitely is time. There are many of you who already know that it's time. You're running on fumes. You're running out of gas, and it's time for you to go within. It's time for you to take some quiet time to yourself, to be the hermit. It's also time for you, and it's a wonderful time of year. I mean, this is the time of your solar return, which usually falls exactly on your birthday. But your solar return just means that, if my finger is the sun, and here I am when you were a baby, the sun has come back to where it was when you were born. It's come back into the sign where you were born. And it's a very powerful time for manifesting, for setting intentions, for saying this is what, it's like your personal new year. Like everybody's like, woohoo, January 1st, Happy New Year, I'm going to set all these resolutions and goals. But this is like your unique, personal, astrologically incredibly powerful part of the time of New Year to say, well, this is what I'm going to be now. This is where I would like to be in a year. This is where I would like to be in beyond a year. This is where I would like to be in 3 months or 5 years or whatever. But it's definitely time to seek your own wise counsel above others. It's time to stop worrying about what other people are thinking, or trying to make it perfect, or trying to carry it all. You can't carry it all. So don't be afraid to leave certain situations or projects or thoughts behind that aren't working for you anymore, that you can't carry all of that. You can't juggle 7 swords. Maybe you can juggle 5. So leave a couple behind. And also don't be constantly looking over your shoulder at them like, oh no, like I hope it was okay for me to leave those behind, because if you are not looking at where you're going, you may get bitten by the unfriendly little snake right here in the corner waiting in front of you. So please don't drive looking in the rearview mirror. You have come so far. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And in August, you're going to come further. You're going to, okay, sorry. Spirit's like coming in hard saying you're having a tremendous level up in August. It's not, I'm sorry, I'm hitting the table. That's what that is. I'm so excited for you. And confidentially, I have Leo rising. I'm trying to leave myself out of this though. But you are experiencing such a tremendous level up in August. The world is all about enlightenment. It's learning. It's like, look how far you've come. It's getting a bird's eye view. It's like, I can see why I am where I am. I can see what I have done and what has been done to me to bring me here to where I am right now. I can see, like with a bird's eye view, the patterns of the maze that led me to this destination. And this is about, I mean, you've got the world in your hands. When you have knowledge, I mean, oh God, it's so cliched, and I know I'm like a library poster right now, but knowledge is power. And when you know who you are and you know what you want, you can make more of it, and you can do more of it, and you can be more of it. And this month, you're really going to be looking at what you've created and deciding if all the hard work was worth it. Like, look at this farmer, and he's looking at his yield. He's looking at the harvest. And he's observing, and he's wondering, was it worth it? Was all the hard work and the planting and the hoeing and the, sorry, I'm laughing on the inside because that's a euphemism, and I am an immature child. But okay, all the work, was it worth what I've created, what I've grown? And for some of you, most of you, I feel you're going to be capitalizing on this. It's not that you're looking at it and you're like, ugh, I'm disappointed with this. I need to move on entirely. I feel that this is more like, okay, that didn't yield exactly what I thought it would. So, okay then, if it didn't yield exactly what you thought it would, what do you need to invest more in? What do you need to do more of to create more of what you want? And I feel absolutely that August is a month where you figure a lot of that out. There's opportunity coming to you. There's an opportunity coming to you that is going to seem small at first. Don't overlook it. This is like a person or a message that comes to you, because pages are messengers. And the pentacles are the earth element. That's jobs, property, money, opportunities, resources. And a message is coming to you, unexpected message, that has the potential to bring more financial and resourceful type abundance into your life. So whether if you're looking for a new job, or you're looking for a side hustle, or you're looking for an investor, or you're looking for help, like a resource in terms of, like, some people might, I need a web designer. These kinds of people, these kinds of opportunities and messages are going to be coming at you in August. So please keep your eyes open, because the pages can go unnoticed if you're not keeping your eyes peeled. So you want this, you want to go further, you want to level up. And my God, like I said, I see you leveling up tremendously. So, but before we're doing all this leveling up, please, oh my God. And part of leveling up, one important, huge, maybe one of the first steps in leveling up is looking at what you've already done and having gratitude for it, acknowledging yourself and your role, and saying wow, look at this that I've created. And this month I feel like you're going to get the material and tangible validation of it, whether it's people telling you wow, good job, look at what you did, or you're getting paid for the work that you've done, or you're getting some other form of return on an investment, an energetic and physical and emotional investment that you've given. You're just going to be able to be justifiably proud. Take the time this month to pat yourself on the back for what you have already created. And what else you are going to create will flow in even faster. the more that you acknowledge your gifts, you capitalize them. And speaking of your gifts, you're the Magician, Leo. That's not a shock. Look at this flamboyant motherfucker right here in his red cape. Pardon my cussing. I think I did warn you about that. Casual cussing at AOL.com. The Magician has every element in the tarot at his disposal. Pentacles, wands, swords, and cups. He has the emotional energy, the mental veracity, the creative power, the resourcefulness to create whatever he wants, to manifest whatever brilliant idea he has into the tangible world. So put your shoulder into your projects, put your shoulder into your passions, put your shoulder into the idea that you have that you want to bring into the world, please. You will be acknowledged for it. It will manifest when you give. And when you, it's like, if you build it, they will come. But really, if you offer it, you will get paid for it. You will be rewarded for it. You will receive when you give. So give and receive. I'm sorry, that sounds so trite, but be willing to give and be willing to receive. Don't turn down compliments. Don't turn down payments. Don't turn down offers unless they're crap. It's okay to turn down crap. But if anything that's good, anything that is befitting of your current position and evolution that anybody wants to hand you out of the goodness of their heart or out of the desire to use your very amazing skills and pay you what you're worth, whether it's in money or in trade, like, oh, hey, I'm feeling with some of you, you're going to be bartering skills. Like, hey, I am able to do this. Oh, well, I need, let's say I need a haircut. Oh, well, I need a web designer. Awesome. I will cut your hair. Cut and color your hair for 2 hours, and you fix up the code on my website for 2 hours. Sweet. So there's like a very even, good exchange coming for you this month. Make sure that you do get what you're paid for, and don't be afraid to ask for it. Have confidence again in your abilities and acknowledge them. Don't hide your light under a bushel. Don't chase so many projects that you're overworked. Focus on what you're great at and focus on what makes you feel great. The wheel is turning. Things are changing. There's a culmination coming in August for a lot of you. Yes, of course, it's back to school time. So for a lot of you, it's the beginning of a new school year that's coming up, and that's a beginning of a whole new phase, and that's very exciting. But even if you're not a student, this is going to be a month when something comes to an end in a good way. Like something comes to a culmination, and you begin a new cycle. So I feel that this, for many of you, that it's this project, it's this tangible work that you're doing that is going to hit like a new plateau, hit a new level, and the wheel turns. It creates more momentum. And for some of you, gosh, it may be, you want to be all things to all people, Leo. And when you feel like you have fallen down on anything, when you feel like you've gotten anything wrong or not completely done, or that you couldn't do every single project or please everybody, that you feel anxious, you feel lonely, you retreat to your den because you don't like to be seen as anything except proud and at your best and happy and positive. And okay, Spirit is saying never worry alone. So when you do get to certain points, this month, if you feel, some of you may suffer from anxiety attacks, don't worry alone. Don't let these swords hang over your head and create shadows that are actually much larger than the original fears that are projecting those shadows. The Nine of Swords, which is this card, is known as the Nightmare card because it says that your fears, your anxieties really have nothing to do with reality. I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings or your fears or your anxieties. It doesn't mean that they're not real. If your fear is, I don't know how I'm going to pay the rent this month, absolutely that is real. But absolutely, in the same breath, that does not rob you or paralyze you in the course of action to be able to figure out how you're going to pay your rent this month. That cannot catalyze you to sit on the couch and worry about how you're going to pay the rent, or how you're going to complete the project, or how you're going to mend the relationship. Do not let analysis paralysis set in. Do not let your anxiety or your fear or your depression or your worry halt your progress. I honestly don't feel like it will. I just feel as though many of you will be dealing with, and for some of you it may even be the overwhelm of hitting that new plateau in your job. Like, wow, this is happening bigger or faster than I thought that it was going to. And you're going to need to look to those people who love you most. Some of you will be going home to family and feeling like there's like kind of like a family reunion. And for like a lot of you going home for like the weekend kind of thing. And just getting back to those people that are really like your true support network, your true tribe, which for some of you may not be blood family. Maybe people like the friends that you have made family and the family that you have chosen, basically. And there is going to be a sense of support for you this month, a great sense of community. So I feel that you have, your community is strengthening and your bonds are strengthening. So you're going to be feeling very supported and celebrated and welcomed, which is a beautiful feeling. And it's very cool. It's very cool that you go from the Hermit over here at the top of your reading at the beginning down here to Strength. Both of these are major arcana cards. So obviously these are like the destiny cards. These are the winds of change are already blowing. Things are coming around cards. And Strength is about, I mean, look at this woman. Look at this tiger. Who among us would approach the king of the jungle in any capacity? Who would approach him at all? But especially who would approach on their knees, putting their hands almost in the mouth, inviting yourself to be in the belly of the beast. But Strength, this card is not about brute strength. It's not about brutality. It's not about aggression. There could be a card with just a man with a shotgun and a lion, but that's not Strength, is it? This woman is approaching the lion with such inner peace and confidence and enlightenment. You can see the ray of light shining right down on her and him. He's not afraid. He's not afraid, and therefore he doesn't feel the need to roar. He doesn't feel the need to attack, and neither does she. She has so much confidence in herself and so much inner strength. Inner strength. This is about love. Strength is about facing your own inner beast, which may be ego, which may be jealousy, rage, fear, anxiety. And this is about not facing it with brutal aggression or violence or negative self-talk. This is about approaching it with love. This is about approaching it with peace. You don't throw punches at depression, because depression will swallow you when you try to do that. But if you come at depression with love and acceptance and say, okay, I feel you here. I love you. What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to show me? How can I work with you? Depression doesn't really know what to do with that. It kind of turns things on their head and changes your perspective and opens up a different path than just pure resistance. So this month, you're going through this enormous level up because you're really getting to know yourself, appreciate yourself, see what you're capable of creating and how creating moves you forward. How moving forward does create new anxiety, but how you can be seen through that, and how you can be loved and supported despite it and because of it, and how you can love and support yourself, which is most important of all. How loving yourself, it's so cliched, but loving yourself is what's going to take you to the next level. Loving yourself is what throws open doors in synchronicity in your soul. Loving yourself is what projects that vibe to the universe that says, there is no part of me that I'm ashamed of. I welcome all the abundance and all the positivity and all the love and all the goodness that is meant for me. There's no part of me that fears it. So it's a big month for you, and every month I'm going to be choosing a card out of your spread that you need to, like if you take nothing else from this reading, or if you remember nothing else, or just please remember most of all. And for you, I mean, that's got to be strength this month. It's perfect and awesome that it's a lion for you, Leo, but again, it's more about, okay, that inner lion, that inner ferociousness, that ferocity of yours, love it. Love it and cuddle up with that inner lion and make friends with it. And you two walk together. When you need that ferocity, you sick it on other things. You sick your fierceness on other things. Don't sick your fierceness on yourself. All right? Become very aware of it. Become friends with it. It's you. It's in you. So it is not your enemy. Anything that originates in you, again, whether it is depression, anxiety, anger, it's inside of you. Don't think of it as an enemy. Think of it as a loving messenger. What is it trying to show you, tell you, help you through? You're untying knots. So August is looking pretty incredible for you, Leo. I hope that this is helpful and that you enjoyed it. And if you know any other Leo or Leo rising people that would benefit from this, I'd love it if you would share it with them. And if anything here resonated with you or doesn't resonate with you, I would love to hear either way what you thought of this reading in the comments. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen, Leo, and I will see you in September. Thank you so much for listening. I'm wishing you a great month. If you enjoyed this video, I would really love it if you would like it and share it with anybody that you think would enjoy it. If anything resonated with you or brought up any questions, I would love to hear your questions, comments, and insights in the comments below. And if you really enjoyed this reading, you can also follow me on social media or on my blog, writteninthestars.co, all of which I've also linked below. And if you really, really liked it, you can book a one-on-one reading with me by finding me at any of those links below. And I really look forward to working with you. Again, blessings to you and yours. Have a fabulous August 2016, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.